Hello everyone, here we have a 2000 Proline 24 center console with a T-top, control box, and a Mercury 225 two-stroke, which is oil injected, bow pulpit, custom fiberglassed-in anchor pulpit here, and you've got a large open, fully walk-around center console with a spacious cockpit in the back. And follow me now and I'll give you a full tour. Okay, here's the cockpit of the 2000 Proline 24. As you can see, you have a huge amount of space for fishing. The bolsters are in excellent condition throughout the boat, as you'll note, and we'll go over the canvas and the rest of the bolsters shortly. A couple nice features on the boat that you'll want to note is here we have a huge circular live well, which is plumbed. And similarly, back here we've got a spacious fish hold. If you're offshore and you want to store your fish in here, this is an insulated box. Over here, port of that, you have a washdown, and this is a saltwater washdown inside here. Notice in the back, if you're fishing, the amount of space you have off the transom because of the drive that you have here, which is an aluminum drive that mounts the engine. You have access to both sides if you're landing a fish. Another feature is if you're off Keewaydin Island and you want to get in and out of the boat, or you're off Egmont Key and you want to go swimming for the day, here's your access in with a door. Keep your family safe when you're underway. Alright, before we go to the helm, note the amount of rod storage you have on the boat. You can store 2 to 3 rods here on the starboard, or on the port side, 2 to 3 rods on the starboard side. This removes if you want to have additional storage here, and it makes 4 additional rod holders, which will clear the T-top. And while we're up in this view, notice that you have spreader lights up top. You have 4 additional rocket launchers for rods up here too. There are additional rods also in the hull sides, so you should be able to get all the tackle that you need to bring. Now let's go forward to the center. Okay, before we start with the center console, notice the condition of the canvas and the way that this has been maintained. This is obviously a new cover. You can see throughout that there's no tears. It's got a beautiful green color to it. You have storage up here, which is a nice feature, so you don't have to put an additional bag for all your life jackets. You could probably put a good 6 or 8 life jackets up top, and the zippers are clean and new and in good condition. Also attached to this custom T-top is a control box for additional electronics. There's space to expand. Right now you have a VHF radio, a CD sound system, and you've got plenty of extra bus bars here, so you can expand if needed. On top of the console, we've got a Lowrance X65 fish finder, and you also have additional space right here in this storage box for gear, keys, cell phones, everything else, or an additional fish finder or radar or whatever else you'd want to expand with. Underneath this control box here, you've got additional storage front of the live well, so you can store additional dock lines or anything else that you'd like to put in here. In this case, you've got a first aid kit in there and fire extinguisher, etc. And then also inside the console, you don't have to bring your tackle box with you every time because you've got built-in tackle drawers, 3 of them, so you can leave your tackle right on here and lock it when you leave the marina, so that nobody, you don't have to worry about the security of it. Finally, last thing I'll mention here is got a big backrest for 2 people comfortably, leaning post, but you can also sit on it, and you've got an indent here for your feet if it's real rough. To feel secure, you've got an indent here while you're cruising. Now let's go forward and we'll take a couple quick features up here in the bow. Notice how much space there is to get from the starboard to the port side of the boat. Also a great place to sit. You've got 2 seats right here where somebody can sit if they don't want to be towards the back. And nice thing about this is because of the size of this console, you've got an ample amount of storage inside here. You could use this for an additional cooler if you'd like, fill it with ice because it does have drainage and it is insulated. Also here in the floor you've got another storage compartment where you can store anything, little extra anchor lines, dock lines, fenders, anything else. And this is a really nice feature right here. This is a nice little platform if you want to lay out in the sun. You can remove this if you're offshore fishing and you just want to have extra access to the storage here. because you have a great deal, because of how deep the V is on this hull, of storage here. In this case, they've got about 8 life jackets in here. And forward of that, you've got additional storage right here. Notice the quality of the cushions here. You've got no tears, no scratches, no discoloration. And then finally forward, this is where all your anchor line stores. You can access it from here when you're letting in the anchor or letting it out. So it stores out of the way and it's nice and clean. Now let's go to the back and we'll start up the engine. Alright folks, that's pretty much the tour on the 2000 Proline 24. Now listen to how strong the engine is and let's go boating. Starts right up.